AITA for telling my mom her husband is just the man she cheated on my dad with, right before my wedding. I, 27F, grew up in what looked like a pretty normal family until it wasn't. When I was 10, my entire world blew up. My parents got divorced because my mom had an affair. And no, I didn't find out because someone gently sat me down to explain. I found out because the wife of my mom's affair partner came to our house and made sure everyone knew. She stood outside screaming at my mom, calling her every name in the book: homewrecker, cheater, liar. She shouted that my mom had destroyed her marriage and wrecked her family. And it wasn't just a one-time meltdown. This woman showed up multiple times over the next 2 years, so often that the police had to be called to physically remove her. I was 10, but I wasn't stupid. I knew what words like affair and cheater meant. I heard everything. I saw everything. And yet my mom, in her infinite denial, spent years blaming my dad for me finding out. She insisted he poisoned me against her. That was her version of the story. Until I was 14, and I finally snapped. I told her, I'm not deaf. I heard her. I knew exactly what was going on. From that point on, whatever trust or connection we had left started unraveling fast. I just couldn't look at her the same way. Not long after the divorce, my mom married the guy she cheated with. Let's call him Rick. Rick never had kids before and decided that marrying my mom gave him a free pass to step into a father role with me. Spoiler, it didn't. From the very beginning, I rejected it. Hard. I told him straight up, you are not my dad. You never will be. I already have a dad. And unlike Rick, my dad was a real father. He loved me. He raised me. He showed up for me. He didn't betray me or destroy my family. Yes, I know that my mom was just as responsible, maybe even more. I'm fully aware that it wasn't just Rick's fault. But that doesn't change the fact that every time Rick tried to enforce rules or act like a parent, it felt like a slap in the face. Like the man who helped blow up my family was now trying to step in and fill the hole he helped create. It felt insulting. It felt fake. It felt wrong. I kept my boundaries firm. Anytime he tried to act like a parent, I reminded him exactly who he was. You are the man my mom cheated on my dad with. Nothing more. Then when I was 19, the worst thing happened. My dad died suddenly. It shattered me in ways I still can't fully put into words. He was my person, my anchor, the one constant in my life. Losing him felt like losing a part of my soul. And no, I didn't tell my mom or Rick. They found out after the funeral. And when they did, my mom absolutely exploded. She said I was cruel, selfish, heartless for not letting them be there to support me. But honestly, I didn't want them there. I didn't want my mom standing over my dad's grave with the very man she betrayed him with. The thought alone made my skin crawl. That day was for my dad, for the man who loved me, for the man who never abandoned me. It was not for them. My mom tried to guilt-trip me, acting like I needed their support, like I was being vindictive. No, I didn't want their support. I wanted my dad, and he was gone. Fast forward to today, I'm getting married. And somehow, despite everything that has happened, my mom genuinely believed that Rick would be given the father of the bride role. She thought he would walk me down the aisle, do the father-daughter dance, give a speech, all of it. Nope, absolutely not. Instead, I asked my grandfather, my dad's dad, to walk me down the aisle. A man who has always been there for me, loved me, supported me without conditions or expectations. When my mom found out, she lost her mind. She screamed at me. What the hell are you thinking? Rick has been in your life since you were 10. He raised you. He's more to you than just some guy off the street. That was it. Something inside me just broke. Decades of frustration, resentment, anger, all of it boiled over. And I said, you're right, Mom. He's not just some guy off the street. He's the guy you cheated on Dad with. That's all he's ever been to me. Silence. Just pure, dead silence. For a moment, she just stood there, stunned. Then the screaming started. She called me cruel, vindictive, immature. She said I was stuck in the past, that I needed to grow the fuck up, and that I was punishing her and Rick for something that had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me? Really? I stared her dead in the eyes and said, this isn't punishment. This is consequences. You made your choices. Rick made his choices. And now you both get to live with what that means. You don't get to rewrite history just because it makes you uncomfortable. She completely lost it. Full meltdown mode. Told me I was ungrateful, selfish, disgusting. That Rick had tried so hard to be there for me, and I was treating him like garbage. But here's the thing. Trying doesn't erase the past. Trying doesn't give you rights to things you didn't earn. Rick isn't my dad. He never was. He never will be. And pretending otherwise won't change what happened. I don't regret choosing my grandfather. I don't regret standing my ground, but I'll admit, a part of me does wonder if I was too harsh. If saying that line, "He's the guy you cheated on dad with," was unnecessarily cruel, even if it was true. So Reddit, AITA for telling my mom her husband is just the guy she cheated on my dad with? Was I being brutal and petty, or just honest about a truth nobody wants to say out loud?